What's up, guys? It's Paul back with you, and I got another review for you today. And this one's on an Apple TV Plus series called Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told, I thought it was great. So let's get into it. Truth Be Told stars Octavia Spencer, Lizzie Kaplan, Michael Beach, Mekhi Phifer, Tracy Thomas, Hanifa Wood, Ron Cephas Jones, Elizabeth Perkins, Aaron Paul, Catherine Lanisha, and Annabelle Soria. Truth Be Told is about a true crime podcaster who, in the past, through her writing with the newspaper, helped to put a person in prison. And as she returns back home, she hears a parole hearing that comes up and finds that maybe the key witness was lying and that her gung-ho attitude to put this guy in jail may have been the wrong thing. And now she opens up the case again to see and find that there are a lot of uncovered mysterious things going on that surround this case. Truth Be Told is a great show, man. I enjoyed it, man. And to me, it just enwraps you with the mystery and the because this true crime type of feel that it got. At first it's kind of slow, but then as soon as it starts to open up and reveal the characters that are involved in this, it gets crazy. I'll tell you what, that girl Lainey, boy, I want to just hate her so much. All of the things that she does in this show, I cannot believe it, man. And you will hate her too. She's the worst thing since Jenny in Forrest Gump. I'll tell you that, man. And then just Octavia Spencer and her super sleuth. Sometimes she makes you mad, but sometimes you're like, get it, girl. You got to do you. And I think that's what's wonderful about this is just the characters that are in this and the way that one thing that she does spider webs into everything that's going to happen in her life, and it affects others, man. I think that's a good thing. It shows the family that happens from decisions that you make in your own life, and not only theirs, but also the other family that's in it, and the decisions that each of them make in their life. So I thought it was interesting how they interconnected and tied all of those things together. It has an emotional aspect, man. I thought it wrapped me into the sadness, the joy, the hurt, and the excitement that all these people have when they do things. And that's mainly because of the story, just itself, the direction that the director took whenever they put all this together and the writers and all that. I also think that what helped it is the acting. See, Octavia Spencer, we already know, is probably one of the best female actors out there, and she's black too. Whew, so that's awesome, man. And it's got a good black cast as well. Ron Cephas, man, I love that dude. Mekhi Phifer, he a baller. And so they got all these characters that these people just really convey that when they act. It's got Aaron Paul as well, and he does a great job. At first, he doesn't have a whole lot to work with, but as it goes through, he kind of develops a little bit of his character. Now, that's maybe one of my bads here in a second. I'll tell you that later. But I think a lot of these characters you get to know these people a little bit more, especially Octavia and especially the lady that plays Lainey in the show, because they're the two main characters, I believe. And it's very good and develops very well in that aspect. The bad, though. So I think that in some of the twists and turns, which are awesome, because in a way, you don't feel it coming. Now, later on, I think that you realize it and you're like, oh, okay, this is what happens. And so I don't want to give you that, but you're like, this is what happens. But it kind of tries to push you in a direction and then twist it on its head. And so it does a great job at that as well. You're like, ooh. But I think that sometimes when it gives information, not when it gives information, but when it tries to open up a mystery, it reveals that mystery too quick, man. It doesn't make you hold on to it as much as you would want to. And so I think that's a bad thing about the show. I thought it could have dragged out some of the mystery a little bit longer. But I think it's because it wanted to show the whole arc of the show, and that whole arc was probably needed maybe 2 more episodes if it was going to take its time dragging it out. But I think that was also a good thing, is that it kind of got everything going so you were still in mystery. But I also think then that it became a bit predictable. To me, I could see it at the end. I knew it was going to happen and how it was going to go, even though it tried to cover it up and try and mask it. But the show knew that it was going to end that way, and the audience knew it was unmistakable. But other than that, man, I thought it was a very good show. My rating of it, I think that I give it a 3.5 out of 5 R's. I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was great acting. I thought it was so mysterious. I was like, I want to know who it is. I want to know who it is. Even though I thought I knew who it was, I wanted to make sure I was right. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's what's good. I don't know how they're going to take it in the next season or what they're going to do, how they're going to play it out, but it was good. And it has a very good satisfaction at the end in one aspect. Another aspect, I'm like, why is this? But it does have a satisfying injury. So I really enjoyed this show. And I think you should check it out. Now, is it redeemable? I think so, because if you watch it, you see that it has an impact that shows the pain that you shared in the past and how it can affect you in the future. It also talks about like how you deal with that pain. Like, what are you gonna do since you've got this thing that happens to you? Are you gonna let it destroy you, or are you gonna grow from it? Are you gonna hide from it? Are you gonna hurt other people because of it, or are you gonna make yourself better with it? And so I think for those reasons, man, it just shows you the plight of humanity and how we have to deal with problems that go on in our lives, because we all have problems. So I appreciate you guys for watching this, and I hope that you check out Truth Be Told on Apple TV Plus. And if you ain't got it yet, man, I think it's only like $7 a month or something, and it's got a couple of good shows. Also, if you buy a new iPhone, you get it for free for a year, so you might as well check it out, right? But I don't know if everybody got $1,000 to buy a new iPhone, so. Anyway, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you see, go on, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you can get notified whenever I come out with more videos and content, because I do a whole lot here. And I want to say, have a great week, great weekend, and keep watching movies.